Hi, my name is Anna Dragunov, and my speech is about technology isolating people and how we have to rely less on technology and make it a habit of using technology less because it'll benefit us. We have more media than ever and more technology in our lives. It's supposed to help us communicate, but it has the opposite effect of isolating us, said Tracy Chapman. Technology is isolating us, and whether we notice it or not, something must be done about it. My information is credible, and I have wisely channeled my information into my research. Technology is impacting me personally, and we have to shift our lives and not always rely on technology so much. We all depend on technology, and we think it's okay and normal to not have personal contact face to face, but we are isolated from the world. I will be addressing the problem, how to solve the problem, and envisioning ourselves with the results of either achieving or failing our goal. I will be identifying reasons that I think needs to be done to get rid of the problems. Technology is growing and it's isolating individuals in the society. This generally depends on this generation depends on technology and socializing, and it's changing our communication skills. People today are more connected to one another than ever before in human history, thanks to internet-based social network sites and text messaging, but they're also more lonely and distant from one another in their unplugged lives, says Massachusetts Institute of Technology social psychologist Sherry Turkle, PhD. This is not only changing the way we interact online, it's straining our personal relationships as well, according to Michael Price, June 2011, American Psychological Association. We use technology to keep in touch with our friends, family, and our social interactions are not lively, literally, as they used to be. People visit social media sites and on their technology devices, but in reality they experience loneliness significantly more than those who don't visit it so often. It turns out that people who reported spending the most time on social media, more than 2 hours a day, had twice the odds of perceived social isolation than those who said they spent half an hour per day or less on these sites. And people who visited social media platforms most frequently, 58 visits per week or more, had more than 3 times the odds of perceived social isolation than those who visited fewer than 9 times per week, according to Catherine Hobson, March 6, 2017, National Public Radio. According to Terry Brown, August 6, 2019, IT Chronicles, loneliness may be considered comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day and more dangerous than obesity. Social media is killing our face-to-face interactions with each other. Instead of sitting behind any technological screens such as our phones and computers and TVs, we need to turn them off and go appreciate the true meaning of life. We need to learn how to not rely and spend a lot of time on technology every single day. We do need technology sometimes, yes, but we need to value life apart from the technology. Now that we know what needs to be done, we must approach problems with ways to solve it. We need to get into the habit of not using technology when not necessary. We need to put away our phones and turn off the TVs. Just talk with one another. Socializing boosts our emotional and mental health. It's annoying when people text each other instead of talking when in the same room. All forms of technology is not healthy for our social life and physical health. Indeed, a great deal of research has documented how smartphones might be harming people's sleep quality or distracting them from non-digital activities, according to Kostadin and Kushlev, July 10, 2018, The Conversation. According to Kostadin and Kushlev, July 10, 2018, The Conversation, he and his collaborators have found consistent evidence that smartphones can also distract users from the family and friends right in front of them, such as when sharing a meal or spending time with their own children. By cutting down on usage of technology, will benefit you, according to Danielle McCarthy, last access on March 31st, 2021, over 60. There are 5 tips to cut down on your screen time. Those tips being: switch your phone to flight mode or turn it off, have a technology-free day once a weekend, delete social media apps from your phone, cut down on TV time, and make the bedroom a free device zone. Ask any hardcore digital minimalist, and the benefits of ditching ditching and over-reliance on technology are clear. On the surface, simply spending less time glued to your smartphones, tablets, or computer screen will ensure you have more time to really connect with people. Whether at work, at home, or while out and about, putting down your devices to speak face-to-face can boost collaboration, understanding, empathy, and comprehension, according to the SPIKE website, last updated on July 26, 2020. Obviously, there's people who think that my methods will not be useful or helpful, but it's proven that these methods are beneficial. So please do not misjudge my information without having tried it all. Put yourself in the perspective and teleport yourself mentally to the future if you, by following this lifestyle, either failing or not failing. Minimizing your dedication and reliance on technology, you'll live a healthier lifestyle. There are pros to switching over to this kind of life. All interactions will be face-to-face and will be more positive. Having a normal sleep schedule, conversating in person, and focusing more on yourself are all benefits of less technology. An only tech-based life is not a form of living, it's just us not dying. Imagine the future, a life consisting of only technology, no face-to-face communications, and acting like robots programmed with zero emotions, following lifestyles of celebrities. The book Alone Together, Why We Expect More from Technology and Less from Each Other by Sherry Turkle, published in 2011, says a quote by Ramona Pringle: "I'm done with smart machines. I want a machine that's attentive to my needs. Where are the sensitive machines?" There's a big range between living with technology or barely living with it. You get to really know a person through in-person communications. And Grubhub and DoorDash technology-based services have allowed people to get away with not interacting. Focusing on yourself will not cause depression, as opposed to you constantly putting yourself down, comparing yourself to perfect people on social media. Concluding my speech, I'd say that less technology benefits us and boosts your mental health and social life. I have now finished discussing about the problem of technology isolating us, what we can do to solve this problem, and envisioning ourselves with the results from either achieving the goal or failing it. We all need to spend less time with technology and spend that time together. Personally, I need to stop using technology as much as I do now. Let's just all, when possible, ditch technology and learn to live and love without as much of it around us.